Okay, so I was super hyped for Elden Ring, still super hyped for Elden Ring, and had a great time playing it in the short time that I did. But holy shit, I am so sick of these ports that are just god-awful in terms of optimization. Then I see a video by this guy.
Oh my god, look how bad the frame stuttering is on Elden Ring PC version. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And by God, I just had to make a quick video on the topic. See, I was pretty confident FromSoftware had figured out PC ports at this point. Dark Souls was an atrocious port, modders saved the hell out of that port, so they started out pretty rough. I didn't buy Dark Souls 2 on PC, so I can't really speak for it, but from what I've heard, Dark Souls 2 ran fairly well, so no real problems there. Then Dark Souls 3 came out, and while it still had stuttering issues and a few problems here and there with the texture pop-in, at least there was nothing that really ruined the experience during intense moments of gameplay or otherwise, right? Then Sekiro comes out and oh my god, it is just this buttery smooth experience with no issues whatsoever right out of the box. And I just had an absolute blast with it on PC. So I was hoping, okay, at this point, FromSoftware has gotta have it all together. They figured out how to make their games for PC one by one, and Elden Ring's gonna be great, right? But then this clip comes out of Asmongold playing the game, and I start to become worried about how optimized this game was really gonna be. Oof, you guys see that? It's a bit hard to catch, especially when being shown on video, but the game just slows down to a crawl for a bit right when Asmon tried to dodge. Now, some people are gonna look at this and go, not a big deal, who cares? AKA Forntron.
I also want to mention that I'm not justifying these issues with the game. Like, I just want to get that out of the way. A lot of people have called me a fanboy, and people who don't buy this game because of the frame stuttering issues at launch, like, fine, good. We're good without you. Like, we don't need you to buy Elden Ring.
But I beg to differ. Let me just go ahead and list the specs here so you guys don't freak out on me. I have an i7-10900K, a GTX 1070, and the game was installed on an SSD, and I also have 16 gigs of RAM. So no, it wasn't my specs. Honestly, that should be more than enough to run this game at 60 while at 1080p minimum, if not 2K with some dips here and there. And it's ridiculous to even insinuate that this game should not run damn near perfectly with a rig like that. Initially, I thought it ran pretty well within this little tutorial area. There were a few instances where the game hitched, but I was like, nothing crazy, like they'll be able to fix this within a couple days, it's no big deal, I can totally deal with it.
Yeah, seriously though. Oh, it seems like it's, dude, I swear to God, there's like a little bit of a stutter between areas, they need to fix that. Yep.
But then, I got out into the open world, and oh my god, that's where the problems began. I mean, just look at this boss fight. It ran well enough in the intro, but when I got to this point, I was just in disbelief. The micro-stuttering was off the charts, then at random points during the fight, it would just freeze up for a few seconds, like, oh my god, what were they thinking? Why would they release it in this state, especially in a game where every frame counts? And yes, okay, I know the game just came out and blah blah blah, but guys, we need to call this like it is, straight up unacceptable. I'm a huge fan of the Souls series. I started with Demon's Souls back on the PS3, but this is not okay. And it doesn't help when you have people like Forntron sitting there defending it with, oh, it's not like every other game doesn't have these problems too, duh, duh.
But a point that I would like to bring up is that these frame stuttering issues are not local to just Elden Ring. Like, other games have had these issues in the recent past.
I mean, yeah, dude, that's the whole point. This really isn't just a problem with Elden Ring, it's a problem with all these titles as a whole. I'm sick and tired of paying full price for what should be a finished product and receiving an unoptimized mess in return. I'm refunding Elden Ring until this game gets 1, 2, 3 patches, man. Stop making excuses for these companies releasing games in what feels like a beta build. I can't stand it anymore. I'm tired of the modding community having to go in and fix these companies' messes when they shouldn't have to. Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, but it's just insane when I see people defending this type of shit. I bet you the game is great. I had a ton of fun playing it in the few hours that I did, and I understand that there's a lot that goes into game development and this and that. But guys, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for a game that runs well on rigs with the proper requirements on the day of release that don't turn into a stutter fest where things like timing and dodging attacks are crucial. With that being said, rant over. What do you guys all think of this whole mess? Let me know down in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, or I'm never streaming Elden Ring again. I don't know, man.